why I have them on, yeah. Neither can my guests, that's why I have them on, yeah. Neither can my guests, that's why I have them on, yeah.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I am your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. This is the podcast about breaking stereotypes through stories that can't be made up. Now, I'm just going to let you all know that I have a special guest here today. I consider all my guests to be special. If they're taking the time out of their day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up, how can you not consider them to be special? So guests, if you would, please introduce yourself.
My name is Alwanya.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. When I say introduce yourself, I'm not saying introduce yourself to me. I'm saying like as if somebody was listening. How would you introduce yourself to them?
Oh, I understand.
Yes.
My name is Alwanya. Hi, I'm Alwanya. How are you?
So just let everybody know this is what you have in store for this episode. It's been not even 15 seconds and this is what you got going on. All right.
Okay.
All right, so then let's get into it then. So if you can give me a word or a phrase of anything that comes to mind or that you can think of, I'm going to tell you a story that I can't make up that I think of from those phrases or words you say.
So am I.
Forgot to mention we have a live studio audience here for this one. Episode recorded on Thanksgiving. If this is what I'm gonna tell you, the more specific you try to be, it's probably gonna fail because I might just try to pull it in a different direction. So it's just like, just like a word or something like
Sibling rivalry.
Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry. Oh, I've got one. So I have two stepbrothers, and they live in Virginia, and I'd see them a month out of the year, like for a consistent month. And one time I was in Virginia, and I don't know what's wrong with these two dudes, but they got into it. And we're on the second floor, and my father is on the first floor, and he's downstairs with a guest. Now, the guest... Oh, go ahead. You go ahead. You want to give a shout out?
Shout out my cousin AJ, one of the realists out here. But I am the first realist. He the second one.
There you go. So
Pac's alive.
So, like I was saying, I was upstairs with my two stepbrothers. My dad was downstairs with company, and they got into it, and I don't know what started happening, but next thing I know is that my oldest brother has locked himself in the bedroom, and my other brother, which is only a year younger than him, has a wooden baseball bat and is swinging at the bedroom door, and it's just like he's hitting this like he's at the batting cages while my dad is downstairs with company. And I'm just like, I don't know what is going on. There has, like, that is just something that I was just like, it was terror to me, just for the fact that I knew how big my dad was, and he was Navy, and these fools are upstairs going at each other, and not even just going at each other, going at the house, damaging the house.
Tearing the house up.
Yes. And I was just like, this is some rivalry that I'm getting to witness firsthand that I've never even witnessed before. and the thing is that it was my younger older brother that was the one that had my oldest brother shook. I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to happen like this. So when I think of sibling rivalry, that's what comes to my head that I cannot make up.
All right.
Now, let's say that you were at the house when my brother was there and he was trying to break down the door with this bat. All right. And then you're downstairs with my dad. You're one of his friends. And everything calms down and we're like, oh, okay. We laugh it off. Ha, 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 ha. And we're like, okay, let's watch a movie. And they're like, all right, Alwanya, let's watch your movie. What is the name of your movie?
And this can be a real movie or
Like this is a movie that will replace your favorite movie. Like, what would be your movie? What would the title of your movie be?
probably be The Chronicles of.
That's the whole title, The Chronicles of.
Chronicles of ...
Okay. All right. Now, do you have a trailer?
I do have a trailer. And all the trailer is 5 seconds of a bunch of dots.
You know what?
Does that blow your mind of what?
You know what? I'm not even. I hate to admit this, but that feels like what they did for I Am Legend with Will Smith.
Okay.
It was like nobody knew what the movie was about from the preview, but everybody still went and saw that movie.
That's right. That's right.
So Chronicles of,
...
and the trailer is 5 seconds of dots.
of nothing but dots.
All right.
3 dots and a period.
Okay. 3 dots in a period. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to move along into the next segment. Can you think of a time where somebody like judged you or jumped to a conclusion and you were just like, yo, don't try to play me?
I can.
Okay.
I think that's happened to all of us.
All right.
Are you asking me to give you an example of that?
Yes. Of the time when somebody did something, you was like, yo, don't try to play me. A real time, not something made up.
A real time.
Yes, everything is real on here. I can't make this up. Except for one segment, but I'll tell you about that.
I think being a mom, there are many situations where my kids
Ooh.
have tried to play me. Just have to think of that one special time. Just give me a moment.
Go ahead. Because I know it's going to be special. Was it school related?
Yes.
With the teachers?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
I knew
he's always trying to think of a reason to get out of school.
Mm.
And because we live in the South, when it threatens snow, things of that nature, it's a little bit different the way we handle it down there
Yeah.
than up north.
It's more extreme.
It's just a little, we're just not used to it.
Right.
So I think that there have been times when he would try to give me a fake weather forecast,
Ooh.
making me think that school was going to be closed. And it really had me going. I had to watch the weather for myself so I could break it to him that no, it's not snowing tomorrow. You're not going to get out. No, we're not going to get hit by that hurricane. And school's going to be out. You are going to school tomorrow. So I think that would be, for me, my best example of when someone tried to
Yeah.
play me with the weather.
It's funny though that he brought a natural disaster from a different area
Brought a
to.
natural disaster to our doorstep just to get out of school. And the thing about it is, there's, you know how things happen to you, and in the moment, it's not that funny. That's funny in the moment. It's not like I even have to look back on it like 5 years from now. It's immediately funny to where I can see that the humor is just immediately right there in your face. So it doesn't matter if it's raining too hard. You think it's gonna flood and they're gonna close school? Too cold outside. You think it's gonna be too cold? We're not gonna go to school. This weatherman said something about snow, not where we are, just in general. Al Roker says it's snowing in the Northeast. No, that's not us.
Oh my gosh.
So
That.
any reason to get out of school. So I don't know when he thinks he's supposed to go to school. If we're always gonna be closed due to whatever weather, but that would be my biggest one, and that's all. That's anytime from August to May. I deal with that.
Well, that's a good way to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, yeah. So, and that's the true story.
Oh yeah, thank you. I hope they continue to be true as we go along.
Yes, yes.
All right, so now we're gonna go to one word.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a word or a phrase, and then you can respond with only one word.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
On the last one, I'll tell you it's the last one. Then you give me one word, and then you can explain that one word. All the rest of them you can't explain.
And that's on the last one.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I'll let you know when it's the last one.
Cool.
All right? All right. Thanksgiving, so I got a good amount of things to pick from. All right?
Okay.
Ready? Turkey.
Sleepy.
Family.
Love.
Family on Black Friday.
Crazy.
Okay. Color.
You stumped me. Blue.
Blue. Okay. Number.
51.
Car. One word.
Hyundai.
Okay. Sports.
Basketball.
Okay. Black Girl Magic.
Excuse me?
Black Girl Magic. Yeah, just one word.
Black girl magic.
What? Just yeah. That's what I said.
Oh.
You only give one word. Black Girl Magic.
Me.
Okay, that works. That works. Stories.
Fiction.
Okay. AJ Dunk.
Awesome.
All right. Down south.
Home.
Country.
Me?
All right, this will be the last one. So I'm going to ask you this. You give me one word, and then you can explain that one word. All right? Alwanya. One word.
You said Alwanya?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Just one word.
Happy.
Happy. All right. And now you can explain that one.
Happy because I have a wonderful family, wonderful husband, great kids. I'm blessed
Okay.
all the way around with just in my life with and not just my husband and my kids, but my extended family out from that,
Okay. All
like
right.
his family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm happy because I always feel grateful for everything that I have
Which is
or try
important.
to,
That's important.
and I try to live in a way that I know that tomorrow is not promised. So you just try to
Yeah.
I try to be happy and try to be grateful for the things in my life.
Yes. Yeah.
And so when I think of me, I think of happy because I am
That's.
for the most part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Praise to that. Cause
Okay.
it's not an easy task, I'd say, to
It's not.
constantly be happy. But
It's
when
not because
people
there's a
take
lot of
time,
stuff going on around
yeah,
us that can kind of pull you down. So
definitely,
it, sometimes you just have to try to, I guess, tune a
yeah,
lot of that out if you can, and
definitely,
just be happy
definitely,
if you can.
definitely, definitely, definitely. And happy comes in all different sorts
That's right.
for all different people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you got to do. Then that's what you got to do. So that's a good word. That's the first time I got happy from somebody.
Really?
Yes, surprisingly.
Okay.
Yes. 129 episodes. First time I got happy.
Really?
Hmm?
Okay.
People say a lot of weird stuff. Last episode I got wind.
Wind?
Yes.
Did they have an issue or something like?
Like farting.
Yeah. Like
I had to say it. You were doing
breaking
emotion.
wind?
People can't see you, so I had to say it. No, it was a fact of they're like the breeze and how it feels and like how wind doesn't have a necessarily direction. The wind is just like there and it like exists
Yeah.
and they felt like the wind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, ooh, okay, all right,
I like that.
yeah.
That's deeper than happy. I think.
It may it's deeper through his context, like us looking at it, but to him it was regular. Happy could be deeper to that guest than it is for us. So I mean, it happens like that. All right, we're gonna move ahead to what happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a hypothetical scenario, and you can explain how we got there.
Okay.
All right?
This is hypothetical.
Yes, this
Gotcha.
is the part of the show where it's made up.
Okay.
All right. So we're sitting on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
A person walks up. They look at me, and they see that I have on a camouflage. I have on camouflage boxing gloves.
Okay.
I have on a Speedo, and I have on a baseball hat. My feet are out. You're sitting there, and you have a Tiger Woods outfit on. So basically, you have on a golf shirt, golf pants, and a golf hat, like Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Red shirt. Just to recap, I'm sitting down. I have camouflage boxing gloves on. I have on a thong, and I have on a baseball hat. I don't have any shoes on.
A phone.
Yes.
Okay.
You're sitting next to me. You have an outfit like Tiger Woods. So you have on like a Nike shirt, pants, and a hat, like a golf outfit. A person walks up, looks at me, looks at you, pauses for a second, and then asks you, what happened? What do you tell them?
I think that I'm gonna have to tell them that since I'm now Tiger Woods as a woman, I've had a sex change operation, and that's that's what got me to that point. So of course this is sometime in the future apparently because obviously Tiger Woods is a man. And the reason why we're here now is because I'm with you because you
Mm-hmm.
have been to several Halloween parties.
Okay.
And what's happened is
Okay.
you're wearing a piece of a costume from each of the times in the past, and you've gone through these time warps, and you've taken a piece of the costume with you at various stages. So
Okay.
that's why you still have a baseball cap on, because from a Halloween where that's what you wore,
Okay.
and you've got a thong on from I don't know what you were, but you were something, and you had that on from that Halloween. And then what else were you wearing?
I
Oh,
was wearing
some
the
boxing
camouflage
gloves.
boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Yes.
So apparently you were a boxer,
Okay.
and so these are various time warps for you. And so when you finally get to this park bench, you've taken each of a piece of those costumes with you, and then of course, since this is sometime in the future. Again, I must be Tiger Woods after a very successful sex change operation.
Okay.
And now you've reached this last time warp where I've had this operation.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is and we just
Okay.
happen to be meeting on this bench.
Okay.
And I might add, this bench is not just any bench.
Ooh. Ooh.
So do you remember that movie with Tom Hanks where he was Forrest Gump? You know the Forrest Gump bench?
Yes.
Okay, so this bench is not just any bench. This is the Forrest Gump bench. So, we're sitting there having a conversation, and there's buses going by, of course. And so this is the bench. And that's pretty much what happened. I just want to put that out there. It's that bench.
Honestly, I don't know what, like, when you were explaining, I was like, okay, you're biding time, you're biding time, you're biding time. But when you said, but do you know about the bench? I was like, whoa, now there's a turn. Nobody's ever said that before. Oh, but wait a minute, let's talk about this bench that we're on.
The bench is special. It's not just
Nobody-
any bench. Stop.
Nobody nobody has ever brought that up this whole time. I've had a couple people where they'd be like, oh, I tell them mind their business. I have people that be like, okay, and they explain it like down to the T on everything. Never had somebody say, oh, okay, let me tell you about the bench.
Yeah, it's really not about anything else except the bench. I should have started there.
That's how, but we had to wait for the punchline. That's why. That's what it was.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So that was a hypothetical story.
Okay.
So now let's get a real story that you
Okay.
can't make up.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you tell this story. We've done a lot of different things. We've talked about how your kids try to play you.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about different topics on one word that were Thanksgiving related. We talked about how Happy explains you. You can pull from any of those, or you can pull from anywhere, any type of story. I just ask that you tell a true story that you can't make up, like all of the ones that have been previous besides the hypothetical one. So when you tell the story, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to listen, and when you're done, any holes that I feel like there's in a story where, like, if somebody was listening, they'd be like, oh, but wait a minute, this sounds a little suspect. I'm going to ask those questions just to clarify.
Okay.
So, if you would, share a story that you cannot make up.
Okay. And this may actually be a really short story.
That's all right.
I'm gonna try not to embellish it, but it's gonna be simple and short.
Okay.
Okay. So one day,
I'm bracing myself because I don't know what you gonna say.
Oh no, it's not. It's PG.
That doesn't mean anything. I don't know what's going. I still don't know what's. It's still. You can make diamonds out of that.
Okay. Well, I mean, this story happened probably like 6, 7, 8 years ago. It's a long
Okay.
time. It's not really anything special about it. It's just the kind of thing that makes me. I still think about it.
Okay.
So one day I'm driving to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those the kind of stuff you just see.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is when I. Yes. Okay.
And I'm stopped at the stoplight. And so the traffic, going in front of me, it's green for them, so they're just, going through the light.
Okay.
I'm sitting there, and I see this guy. He's riding his bicycle. And so I'm thinking, wow, that's so healthy. He's riding a bicycle. But he's riding his bicycle, and he's smoking a cigarette. Riding down the street. And I was sitting there thinking, on one hand, God, he's been so healthy. The other hand, he's smoking a cigarette, which, is not supposed to be healthy for us.
Mm-hmm.
So for many years since then, I've thought to myself, does smoking the cigarette cancel out riding the bike? I mean, does he live just as long as he would have? I mean, he could have just stayed home that day. You know what I mean? I mean, why? I mean, you get to exercise, and then, I mean, I would have just stayed home.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think that since you're doing an exercise
Okay.
and you're exerting that energy and it causes your lungs to like fill up more, he gets more of the cigarette. So he's getting his money's more than worth
Okay.
by riding the bike and smoking the
I
cigarette.
have been beating myself up for years, wondering about that. You shed a lot of light on that for me, and I really appreciate it. That has tormented me.
You're welcome.
Thinking about that man. So it's not, like I said, it's not a really long story, but I just remember seeing as he went through the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I'll do it. I remember I was at a light and this lady had a homeless sign. It was like, please help. I need food. I'm homeless and I'm pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
This is what she's saying. Like, she's coming up to us and all. Then she turns to the next car and like shows the sign and all. The guy is smoking a cigarette. She asks him for a cigarette and then takes one. Yeah, so that really blew my mind. I was like, so you asking for money because you pregnant, but then you smoking a cigarette to kill your income.
Right.
And I think about that on a loop constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You have any, like, you think it was a fake baby? Like, you have any insight on that?
Did she look pregnant?
It looked like that Beyonce video when she was on Wendy Williams, and it was like, oh, is she pregnant or is it like a fake bump thing? Like, I think it was a moment like that.
Right. Because, I mean, she could look pregnant. Heck, my youngest was 3 years old, and someone congratulated me on being pregnant, and I was like, I'm not pregnant. It's just a little baby fat. Just need to finish dropping this off. So, you could not be pregnant.
Okay, so maybe she wasn't pregnant and she was just playing it off like she was. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that brings... all right. So that brings calm to both of our stories, I say.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Helping each other out with stories. Look, little stories that play big parts in our life.
That's right.
All right. So, last question for you. So, when it comes time and you are a memory, how would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered as someone, and this kind of comes full circle with
Okay.
me, because
All right.
if you couldn't tell, family and all that stuff is important to me. So I think I would like to be remembered as someone that people could depend on.
Okay.
So if they asked me to do something, or if I said I was going to do something, I wanted them to remember me in that way, that they could count on me.
Okay.
And that would be the legacy I want to leave with people or anyone, family, friends, or whatever.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's solid. It's little, but it's big.
It's little,
At
but
the
it's
same
big.
time. Yeah.
It can be, and it can be as little as or as big as you want.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I think that's what's important to me. So
I'm
I
with
just,
it.
I sort of like to follow through on stuff.
There we go.
For me, that's important.
Yeah. So y'all need to. You know what? Wise words from a up-to-date mother who's
That's right.
not getting played. Stick with your word. Be up to date. Like, handle people. All right. Before we close out, any last words you want to leave with the people? Miss, introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Alwanya.
Hi, I'm Alwanya.
Yeah. Before we close out, is there any last words that you want to leave with the
No.
people?
I just want to thank you
All right.
for this opportunity. It was an honor
Thank you.
that you asked me to be your guest, and that's pretty much it.
All right. All right. There we have it. Thank you. Once again, y'all, I can't make this up. That's the truth right there. There's what it is. My name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, you can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there is my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. From there, I got my YouTube page too. And on my website, you can subscribe to get weekly updates on what's going on. I have shows. I've got podcast episodes. I got things going up on YouTube. I got a lot of things going on. So just go there. It makes it a lot easier. Just ajdunk.com is all located there. Thanks again one more time to my guests. I appreciate it greatly for you taking the time out of your day. My name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter's always in style. And let them know, Ma.